Hello! Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time. My name is Kat. I am a single mama to an 11-and-a-half-year-old who will be in the 7th grade next year. I have not been around for a while, and I fully intend to do an update video hopefully this next week, just kind of talking about where I've been, stuff I've been going through, stuff I've been learning, and all of that. But today I am going to do an unboxing video for Bookshark. This video is not sponsored by Bookshark. I wish it was, because that would be great. But I couldn't wait, so this is what I'm doing today. I did talk in my last video about the possibility of putting my daughter in a private Christian school. I decided against that, and I can go into more details about that. If you want to know, put a comment down below. But let's get into this unboxing because I am so excited. So I ordered the Bookshark History with Reading and their Science. And it's History with Reading Level G and Science Level G. So let's see if I can get into this thing. Bookshark is essentially the secular version of, or non-denominational, non-whatever version of Sunlight. It's still a literature-based curriculum, which is what I wanted, and I'm so excited about. Okay, on top is the packing slip. That's a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. My daughter is not here with me because she doesn't get as excited as I do about things. She likes them. She likes them later on, but for some reason, boxes coming in the mail doesn't excite her. So I don't know. Anyway. So I'm still doing Sunlight this year. We're finishing up core D and E, the combined year for American history. We're gonna skip F, which is the Eastern Hemisphere, and go straight to G. Level G is World History 1, and then H is World History 2. So this will be all pertaining to world history. So this on top is the World Markable Map. It's flippin' huge. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the world on one side. I don't know if you can see it. And then we have the United States on the other side. So that'll be really awesome. I've actually been wanting to get some sort of map, so that'll be good. We have a timeline book. This is something I did not have for Sunlight, and I actually kind of wished that I did, but each core will give you timeline figures that are stickers, I believe. Maybe they're, like, you have to glue them. I'm not sure, but they go all along this timeline. This is BC and AD. So that's the timeline book. My Bookshark Teacher's Manual binder. I set mine up a little bit differently, and I'm actually going to try something new this year, so stay tuned for that, because this is just really huge and bulky, and there's one like this for Sunlight too, and I keep everything in there, but I take stuff out to use throughout the month or weeks or whatever. So I'm probably going to do a different setup than I did for Sunlight. Here's the science kit, science supplies kit. It's a little bit smaller than a shoebox. I guess it depends on what size shoes you wear. Comes like this. So this says litmus paper. Okay, so there's lots of supplies in here. Lots of droppers, cups. So this year is chemistry, physics, and biology. So we're going to be covering a lot of stuff. And I'm excited for this science unit, honestly, because I love love all three of those subjects. Okay, more of this. Okay, so these are the markers for the markable map. Yeah, now we get into the books. I'm so excited. Listen, we're just gonna go through them one at a time. This is Mara, Daughter of the Nile. It's Black Horses for the King. Catherine Called Birdie. Hey, that's how my name is spelled. A Proud Taste for Scarlet and Minerva. Okay, this is The King's Shadow. Adam of the Road. A Samurai's Tale. It's hard to remember to look into the camera because I'm using my phone and the camera's over here, but I just keep looking at the picture. The Bedouin's Gazelle. The Ides of April. Mystery of the Roman Ransom. Okay, Leonardo da Vinci. The Great and Terrible Quest. Greek Myths. Taras and His Town. A Murder for Her Majesty. 11-year-old fugitive. Action, suspense, and a vivid setting. Okay. Sir Balin the Ill-Fated. This one's exciting. I've heard good things about this one. The Shakespeare Stealer. A Single Shard. The Second Mrs. Gioconda. This is I Won de Pareja. The Golden Goblet. I never read this, but I hear a lot of people read it, so I'm excited. Oh, The Trojan War. The Silver Branch. Like I said, it's a literature-based curriculum. The Hidden Treasure of Glaston. This one's a pretty thick book. Not too tiny writing, so. These are history books. This is History of the World, Volume 1, Ancient Times. So this is from the earliest nomads to the last Roman emperor. So this is like the actual history book, I think. The Story of the World, Volume 2, The Middle Ages, from the fall of Rome to the rise of the Renaissance. You can see that. This Favorite Poems, Old and New book. This is hefty. There's a lot of, so there's poetry reading, I think each day or a few days a week. Into science book. This is What's Science All About? How did the universe begin? What is electricity? Why are plants green? Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. Let's do a quick, hopefully you can see. This is by, oh, it's an Usborne book. Of course. No wonder it's beautiful. A Mooney book by Carla Mooney. It's Genetics, Breaking the Code of Our DNA. So these are her two tops books. She has Cohesion, Adhesion, and Analysis. So these are for her science experiments. This is an Usborne book that I'm really excited about. Encyclopedia of Planet Earth. Oh my gosh. The Earth's crust, Earth's resources, volcanoes, climate, rainforest. So it's all the Earth. I'm really excited about this one. I chose this science unit because it covered a broad spectrum of topics, and I feel like her science has been kind of all over the place. We started with the good and the beautiful science. We did the marine biology unit and it was great. I loved it, but I felt like there was a lack of structure. And as I've said before, like a lot of homeschool moms love to just be able to pick and choose. I'm sure they have reasons for what they choose, but I need structure. That's just how I'm geared. I don't necessarily have to follow it to a T, but without structure, stuff gets missed. So for me, I really need somebody to be like, okay, do this and then this and then this. So her science has kind of been all over the place as far as topics go. And I wanted to really get a good all-encompassing science year. I looked at a few different curriculum for that, and maybe I'll go into more detail later. But ultimately, like, I decided on this one because it was a little bit cheaper than the other one I was considering, and it covered a broad spectrum of topics, which is what I really wanted. Oh, these are the timeline figures. Okay, so this is the timeline figures that she'll need for this year. By the end of the year, all of these will be added to this timeline book, which is exciting. And the teacher's guide tells you when to do that and whatnot. Okay. Oh, I love books, like, so much. This is Kingfisher, and it's the History Encyclopedia. I can't even like hold it up properly to show you, but like, it's flippin' beautiful. I think, from what I've seen, I think we'll use this for both years, for World History 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The Habsburgs. So last but not least, I'm gonna move this giant box. I didn't even like properly make my bed for this video. I was just so excited to get in here and look at these. Okay, so this is the instructor's guide for science. This is chemistry, physics, and biology. It's fairly thick, but it has it all laid out really well. And I can do, so like, I ordered all my curriculum the other day for the whole 2022-2023 school year. Where did I put my scissors? Ugh. Okay, so anyway, I ordered all my curriculum, so it should all be coming, I think, within the next few days. I ordered some from Bookshark, I ordered some from christianbooks.com, I ordered some from Amazon. I think that's it. Oh, and some from The Good and the Beautiful. We're doing typing and handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful. Okay, so took it off. It all has hole punches already in it. I'm trying to find a good example of a week layout. Okay, so this is what like the week layout looks like. So on the left side, in the far left column, it has what book or activity, like basically what reference point you're going off of. So like this one has the book What's Science All About, activity sheet questions, which are included in this packet, the TOPS Cohesion Adhesion book, and then it tells you what supplies they provide and what supplies you need to have. So they'll tell you this for each week, and they'll tell you what you need for the next week so that you can get your supplies ahead of time. Also, I will say that this program is a 4-day school program, which makes me super excited because it's nice to have the option of having a day off to do something different, or to use it as a catch-up day, or to use it as a go see friends day, or field trip, or whatever. Like Sunlight has 4 and 5-day options. Bookshark is mostly all 4-day options, I think. Then I'll do like a full curriculum video so that you guys can see what I chose for curriculum. I can tell you why. I can do a little bit of like introduction about the curriculum. Okay, this one has a maps also, which this was also in our Sunlight one, and I didn't really use it too much, but maybe I'll use it more this year. Last year was my first year using Sunlight, and to be honest, it was a little overwhelming and I got it secondhand, so I wasn't necessarily familiar with everything that was in it. And again, it was all in a giant binder like this, so it's just a little overwhelming. If you guys want to see my system for setting up my homeschool weeks and planning out what we're going to do and all of that, drop a comment down below, because I'm happy to make that video if it's something people are interested in, but I don't know. I didn't plan on this being a homeschool channel, and it won't be. I'll have other things involved in single mom life as well. But I realized that like there's very little single mom homeschool content on YouTube, and definitely not single mom middle schooler content. There's oh, what is her name? One Single Joy. She's in Australia. She's wonderful. She has a daughter who's, I think, a year older than my daughter. And she's a single mom who homeschools her daughter. And that's about the only one I've found. So I think it will be nice it'll be helpful, hopefully, to other single homeschool moms. So I think that wraps up the unboxing for this. Like I said, in my curriculum video that I do maybe next week, I will show you what my plans are or how I'm going to put together my instructor's guide. And also, I probably won't do any like organization stuff yet because we still have all of our books and everything from this year because we're still doing school for this year. But I wanted to get a little bit of a head start. I wanted to put out a video for people who are trying to choose their curriculum. I wanted to talk about what I chose, why I chose it, why I went with Bookshark instead of Sunlight this year because I am Christian. So why go with a secular curriculum, and just stuff like that. So I hope this was helpful. I don't really need to close out the video because I'm gonna have more. Hopefully today. Okay, bye. All right, it's a couple hours later. My hair's flipped to the side now, apparently, and we got more packages. I'm just the most impatient person. This is math. I have tried different math curriculum, but essentially we decided to stick with Master Book's Math Lessons for a Living Education because it just works for her. And so why fix it if it's not broke? This is junior high year 1. This is called Principles of Mathematics. Hopefully I can get it without the glare. Let's open this box, and try not to cut everything that's inside of it. I love that Amazon tape is made so that you can easily, like if you just get a little cut in it, you can easily open the rest of it. Okay, so this is the teacher's guide for the math book, and it has all of the, I think it has the student worksheets, it has the quizzes, it has the answer keys, all of that stuff is in this. So you do have to get this if you get this. I found towards the end of the year this year, I ended up getting an Evan Moore grammar book, and I realized I really like Evan Moore because it's like a page a day. All of our curriculum has always had some geography in it, but not since we quit doing the Good and the Beautiful, there hasn't been like designated geography learning, and it's something that I think is important and that I want her to learn. So I just got this Evan Moore daily geography practice book. It's for 2nd grade, but I don't care, it doesn't matter because they have a whole series on geography. So we'll just keep going till we finish it. So it's just like a daily practice book. So I'm going to do this. I still have my geography cards from the Good and the Beautiful, so I might pull out the relevant ones for this and have her work on memorization also. But I just realized I do want her to do some like designated geography work. So this is a really simple way to do that. But anyway, these are the books that came. Wow, the glare on my glasses is just, it's a whole thing. Hi, okay, so I have another box that just came in the mail. It's the middle of a work day and I'm working on my computer that's out of frame right here. But I really like opening boxes and I'm not patient, so here we go. I did get one package this week that I went ahead and opened because I just wasn't thinking, and it came and I opened it. It was The Good and the Beautiful package. So I got Typing 1 from The Good and the Beautiful because I want my daughter to have a little bit more structured typing, and I have a couple friends who have used this and they really liked it. And then I got her handwriting level 7 so she can work on her handwriting, and this is mostly cursive stuff. I really love The Good and the Beautiful. It's just that it doesn't work really well for my daughter, unfortunately, because I would really like to just buy a language arts curriculum that has grammar and geography and art and writing and poetry and spelling and vocabulary all in one beautiful package. But unfortunately, that is not what what my daughter likes. This is my order from christianbooks.com. So I've showed you before, or maybe I didn't show you. It comes with a catalog. Let me show you what's in here first, and then I will explain. So this is our daily language review, grade 7 from Evan Moore. And it's like basically grammar. Then this is the student practice book that goes with it. And then this is her new spelling curriculum, Spelling UCG. Now I went ahead and got G, even though the one she's doing right now is E, because we're skipping F, and the spelling UC, the subject matter goes along with the core. So both in Sunlight and in Bookshark, they cover world history in G and H, world history 1 and 2, and so the spelling UC goes along with world history. So that's why I went ahead and skipped spelling UCF. So this is the instructor's handbook. And then there is a part 1 and a part 2 of this curriculum. Anyway, what I was gonna say about this is that my daughter, to supplement, maybe about a month ago, 2 months ago, I added in the Evan Moore grammar workbook for grade 6, and I also added in a separate little writing thing by Spectrum, and it just kind of goes over the basics of writing. But I wanted to get another, I really liked this writing, the Spectrum writing we're not going to do again, but this I really liked as just kind of a supplemental grammar daily reminder. It's really short. It should take her 5-10 minutes max. And it's just to keep it fresh. All the things that she's learned, just to keep them fresh in her mind. And that is my haul. I'm going to do a full curriculum video, probably closer to the school year. Maybe not, depends on how excited I get about it. And then I also at some point want to go over how I'm organizing my curriculum, how I'm setting up my Bookshark stuff, all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that in the future. And if there is any interest in getting a flip through of any of the stuff that I showed you in this video, let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to do a flip through video of some of the curriculum for you guys to see.